Hi, everyone. It's Mrs. Watts. I'm here to read you another story. I have a special guest tonight.
Hello.
This is Lavella, my daughter. And we're going to read to you Harriet, You'll Drive Me Wild by Mem Fox. And this is a book that we've had for a long time, ever since you were a little girl, right? Okay, so let's give it a go. Harriet Harris was a pesky child. She didn't mean to be. She just was. One morning at breakfast, she knocked over a glass of juice, just like that. Her mother did not like to yell, so instead she said, "Harriet, my darling child." Oh, do you want to play the part of Harriet? Okay.
I'm sorry,
said Harriet, and she was. At snack time, she dribbled jam all over her jeans, just like that. Her mother did not like to yell, so instead she said, "Harriet, my darling child, Harriet, you'll drive me wild."
I'm sorry,
said Harriet, and she was. Before lunch, when Harriet was painting a picture, she dripped paint onto the carpet, just like that. Her mother did not like to yell, so instead she said, "Harriet, my darling child, Harriet, you'll drive me wild. Harriet, sweetheart, what are we to do?"
I'm sorry,
said Harriet, and she was. At lunch, Harriet slid off of her chair and the tablecloth came with her, just like that. Look at this mess. Her mother didn't like to yell, so instead she said, "Harriet, my darling child, Harriet, you'll drive me wild. Harriet, sweetheart, what are we to do? Harriet Harris, I'm talking to you."
I'm sorry,
said Harriet, and she was. Later that afternoon, when Harriet was meant to be napping, she ripped open a pillow, just like that. I'll see what that looked like. A thousand feathers flew in every direction. There was a terrible silence. Then Harriet's mother began to yell. She yelled and yelled and yelled. This is your part.
I'm sorry,
Harriet cried.
I'm really, really sorry.
Her mother took a deep breath. "I know you are," she said, hugging Harriet tight. "I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have yelled and I wish I hadn't, but sometimes it happens just like that." Big mess. Oh, that was your part, sorry.
Big mess.
"A very big mess," said her mother, and she started to laugh.
Oh, the dog.
And they laughed and laughed and went on laughing as they picked up the feathers together. So that was the book. What do you think?
I've had it before and I've read it before, and I like the book.
What's your favorite part?
I like when she rips open the feathers, and the detail in the pictures is amazing. Also,
Yeah, I like the pictures. The pictures were by a woman named Marla Phrase, and I guess that they co-wrote the book from what I heard, what I read. And my favorite part is when there was a terrible silence, right? Because you know that the mom had just had about enough of that, right? And her patience.
it was the whole day. And if you go back to where she dripped paint on the carpet, back to where she.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back there now.
When she dripped paint on the carpet,
yes.
It reminds me of before I was painting on our coffee table, and the paint got on the coffee table, and Mom was mad as well.
Yep. Yeah, I mean it happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're all together in the house, and sometimes we get upset with each other, but you say you're sorry. Yeah, the paint is still there. Yep. But when that happens, you say you're sorry, pick up the mess, and you move on, right?
Be happy that it's over, and don't be sad because it happened.
Oh, I like that. Well, thank you very much. Thank you to my special guests. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's book. Harriet, You'll Drive Me Wild. So anytime you want to chuckle, come on back and watch the book. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that was good.